Oh god! Cat girls! And a cat man with a robot eye! Alright, let's begin. Hatching tide is upon us once more. I hope this season finds you an excellent fit. Better? Metal better. For my part, Drac'to, it is an absolute pleasure to see you again. While I have your attention, allow me to expound upon the nature of this year's festivities. Hatching Tide has its origins in the days before the Fourth Umbral Calamity, where 12 sages of an era past appeared before me in a startling vision. I have been visited by such dreams ever since, and this year was no exception. Exception, even. I saw a great mass of eggs as vivid as those before you. Soar aloft onto the skies. Making dreams manifest has never failed to lend wonder to Hatching Tide before. Nevertheless to say, I intend to bring my latest vision to life. Speaking of which, the eggs I composited ought to arrive at any moment now. Oh, dearly, it's disastrous. The car toppled over en route. Thankfully, the driver was unscathed, but I can't say for many of some of the eggs. Good heavens! I'm glad to hear the poor driver is unharmed, but without the eggs, how are we to breathe life into my dream? But no worries, I've simply fashioned some more eggs myself. Though creating the quantity requires, well, takes time. Will take time, and we are already face at least a minor delay at this point. If only I could assign someone to help. Alas, the other dreamers are busy enough as it is. I must see to the schedule alteration myself. What? Wait, Drac'to, perhaps you'll be willing to lend a hand? Drac'to, how wonderful to see you again. Knowing that an egg... Sorry. Assistance you are given because to hope. If you are happy to help, that is... I will help. Thank you. The first order of business is to procure more of the necessary egg supply from the merchant. Our supplier should be in the market. He's a burly fella, so he won't be difficult to spot. We can only hope he has enough stock. Run like the wind! You're the dreamer who we were here before a year. Alright, old mess for sure. Afraid I'm all out of supply you need though. Oh, is there really nothing you can do for us? Well, I do have some sadly old odds and ends surplus wares. There might be old use if you want him. They're all yours. The hell am I... Well, they're one-off character. That's why I like doing funny voices for one-off characters. Might not be exactly what you need, but I'm sure you got cobbled something together with these. The supply fees were into me proof. I mean, I'd rather see him put to good use. When I ordered the initial bunch of supplies, I remember thinking that a kind fellow he was. He certainly proved me right. Any road, we'd better take stock of what he'd given us. I see the letter looks durable. We have some metal springs and rings. That could do for mechanism of some sort. And these lengths of timber would be cut down to a proper size. Portable size. I think these herbs and resins are used to concoct water repellent alchemical solutions. Never tried it myself, but there's a first time for everything. Besides that, there are plenty of pits and bogs. You should have no trouble when it comes to the decoration. Unfortunately, we won't be able to recreate the eggs. Yoli wants it in her dreams with these. We should make something far easier to get off the ground now. Parasols! The trick will be making them eggly enough. The smell makes an egg. So they say. A round object like an egg. From far enough away. It's science! I see. We can mimic the shape of eggs with a canopy and add some seasonally appropriate patterns to the other shell. I can picture it now. Parasols are a sight most fiddly that our standard egg. Though, with just that, two of us produce will take far too long. So we'll need to enlist further help, just as I do with you. Fortunately, the artisan guild should be less likely to balk at a request from parasol parts than a rush order of myriad eggs. Partially if we supply the materials. Excuse me. Let us first pay a visit to the Leatherworkers Guild. I'm sure they'll be able to transform our leather into something fitting for a canopy. Ah, if it isn't Drac'to. You must be an adventuring assistant Donota. Spoken of, she was just informing me of your peril. Well, many of our apprentices are looking forward to the Hatching Tide celebration. You shall have the guild's aid, though I'm afraid we lack some of the resources needed to work your leather into a parasol canopy. The material is rather resistant to a degree, but nevertheless, porous, untreated, it will degrade over time and begin to rot. But our stock of coating is perilously low at the moment. If it's a water repellent you're after, we'll say so no more. We so happen to have the necessary ingredients, so I'll see to its preparation. In the meantime, would you take this timber over to the Carpenters Guild and request that they craft a parasol frame? We can meet up at the Black Rabbit Traders stall anon. Why do you stand there like a frightened school child? If you need something, speak! You know I'm your best carpenter, right? Parasol frames, a task not beyond our own skill, no doubt. With the immensity of the holiday not force you to compromise the quality, you have done well to seek aid. Drac'to, and you shall have it. The younglings in the Acorn Orchard await the festivities. For their sake, no effort will be spared in the parasol's preparation. We shall commence work right away. Let your associates know that the Carpenters Guild have the matter in hand. This person looks like you show us. I trust everything went well with the Carpenters Guild. I've just placed an order of the alchemist's chemical solution and a few other things besides. The next step will be to piece all the parts together into a prototype parasol. I'll bring the prototype over to Julie once I'm finished. So you can go ahead and wait with her. Welcome back, Drac'to. You will be placed to... You'll be pleased to hear that I adjusted the schedule to accommodate our little mishap, and all is set to approach. How fares the eggs? Substituting parasols for eggs? What a wonderful idea! I can hardly wait to see what Nonota cooks up for the prototype. Though wait, we must decline, because I want that... I know it's a little, but still. Donato will certainly be along at any moment now. Sorry to keep you both waiting. Allow me to present you with the very first Archon, Parasol. What a fine example of ingenuity. It's magnificent. I'm so glad you approve. I'm so glad you approve. With your blessing, I will begin producing more to distribute. In the meantime, we find ourselves at a loose end. We can not let Monotas outstrip us in the Hachitai spirit. We must be more in catching tide spirit. What would be more we? This must be more we can do. Let's show off your parasol to the townsfolk. Let's show off the parasol to the townsfolk. But of course, you brought to promote our new addition to the festivities. If you tell even a few guardians that these gorgeous Concurrent? Accoutrements would be available to those who celebrate with us. Word will spread of its own accord. With that in mind, I shall keep mine unfettered and on display. You use your adventuring instincts to advertise those most in need of egg-themed accessories. The market is always busy. Let us look for potential celebrants there. When I think back into my first hatching diet, it is a marvel just how popular the occasion has become. I have so many people to thank for their efforts, yourself included. We dreamers are responsible for all decorations you see throughout the city. Take the basket over there, for instance. I came up with the idea, and Luna could work her magic to create the final product. Heavens back above, is that adorable parasol fashioned from an Archon egg? Exquisite, isn't it? If you join us at the amphitheater, you'll receive one just like it. For years I have searched for a parasol as darling as an egg. Yet, getting sunburned and soaked my turns, and you offer me one for free? One free for charge? This is a hatching time miracle. While that parasol is an absolute lie, it's not above. Often you see the level of craftsmanship paired with a decorative flair. This may be the finest egg-inspired apparel I've ever seen. Can't do Southern Belle voices because they're... I can't do Southern because they're not Southern. The Southern people are in Tuliolo, in the New World. I must be the finest egg-inspired apparel I've ever seen. Might I ask, who was responsible for this masterpiece? The Leatherworking Guild, the Carpenter, Black Rabbit Traders, and our Dreamers all have their part to play. And if you join us in celebrating Hatching Tide, you can retrieve one just like it. Ah, I must have known the guild's artisans were involved. If it means getting my hands on a parasol, I'll be more than happy to take part in the festivities.
I say, you must tell me where I can acquire a resplendent parasol like upon your own.
It's our Hatching Tide event, of course. How about it? Will you join us at the amphitheater?
I'll be delighted. As a true connoisseur of eggs above decoration and edible, I attend annually in hopes of glimpsing a void perfection, and this parasol surpasses my many imaginings. Such elegance, such eggliness.
Expect those two will tell all sunder about our parasol. Our work here is done. But that went rather swimmingly. You clearly have an eye for egg connoisseurs. I shall go and see how many attendants are gathering at the amphitheater. Feel free to join us when you have a moment. I have a Winchester rifle on my back. I'm wearing a red suit and I have an ascot. Do you think I would enjoy an egg parasol? Parasol is truly the peak of the void aesthetics. Timing my visit to coincide with the Hatching Tide was a fine idea indeed. I'm player, that's a player. To think I end up with one of these delightful parasols all to myself. You and your associates are so generous. Wow, look, Drac'to. It's the sight of those parasols simply marvelous. Eggs held aloft is just like in my dream. Hooray, we did it entirely. We certainly did. Shall we officially declare this hatching tide a success?
Hold that thought. You have yet to see half of it. You've yet to see half of it.
Istika? Maisteta? Not quite sure I follow. Quite a few of my customers ask about your parasol. More than can comfortably gather here. In fact, nevertheless, I took the liberty of handing one stock of those who can acquire. But how many left my stall with a smile on their face and a parasol in hand? The whole city is awash in floating eggs. That's incredible. I think the parasols were bringing joy even beyond our celebration. Wait, really? They're one and the same, aren't they? The celebration has spread across the city, born by the great mass of floating eggs. You're right. I was intending on gathering people here, but the eggs in my dreams were far too numerous to contain in one place. They were always meant to be seen far and wide. And our original plans met with misfortune was a blessing in disguise, for we've touched the hearts of more people than I dare to imagine. There's no doubt in my mind they will go down as a hatching tide to remember. Black Rabbit Trade shall continue distributing parasols to those who ask. They may be free of charge, but they've drawn business in spades. Nonota, tell me how to assemble them so I can prepare as many as necessary. Truly, where would we be without your ingenuity, Nonota? I couldn't have done it without her able adventurer. Ah, that reminds me. I have something for you, Drac'to. That's the very first parasol I ever made. After the Jahalis, of course. I thought it was fitting to street. Wait, eggs aloft across the city. All that's left is enjoying the festivities. Your work may have finished, Drac'to, but hatching tide must certainly hasn't.
Decline!
Is there anything else you're gonna sell? Nope. What the? God damn it. Alright. That's actually very short. 30 minutes. I'll be back later with Marvel Rivals in a bit. There's a small break. Like a very small break. So I'll be back in a bit. Alright. Thank you for watching, and if you can, like and subscribe. I'll be back in like an hour. Most likely an hour. Thank you for watching. If you can, like and subscribe. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're doing. Goodbye.